Fechner, along with Wilhelm Wundt and Hermann von Helmholtz, is recognized as one of the founders of modern experimental psychology. His clearest contribution was the demonstration, because the mind was susceptible to measurement and mathematical treatment. Psychology had the potential to become a quantified science.
Fechner believed that the mind capable of measurement, using perception and sensation, that psychology could be quantified science. One of his noticeable theories was the Weber-Fechner law, which is focused on just noticeable difference.
Though he had a vast influence on psychophysics, the actual disciples of his general philosophy were few. Ernst Mach was inspired by his work on psychophysics. William James also admired his work. In 1904, he wrote an admiring introduction to the English translation of Fechner's Buchlein vom Leben nach dem Tod, Little Book of Life After Death. Furthermore, he influenced Sigmund Freud, who refers to Fechner when introducing the concept of psychic locality in the interpretation of dreams that he illustrates with the microscope metaphor.
Weber law, also called Weber-Fechner law, is historically important psychological law quantifying and perception of change and given stimulation. That law states that change in stimulations that will be just noticeable is a constant ratio of original stimulus. It has been shown not to hold for extreme of stimulation.
Fechner's world concept was highly animistic. He felt the thrill of the life everywhere in planet Earth, star, and the total universe. Man stand midway between the soul of plants, the soul of star. For an angel, God, the soul of the universe, must be conceived as having existence analogous to man. Natural law, just the modes of the unfolding of God's perfection in His work. His last work, Fechner, aged but full of hope, contrasts this joyous daily view of the world with the dead, drear night view of materialism. Fechner's work in aesthetic is also important. He conducted experiments to show that certain abstract form and proportion are naturally pleasing to our senses, and gave something new illustration. The working of aesthetic association.
Fechner's position in reference to predecessors and contemporaries is not very sharply defined. He was remotely a disciple of Skilling, learned much from Baruch Spinoza, G.W. Leibniz, Johann Friedrich Herbart, Arthur Schopenhauer, and Christian Hermann Weiss, and decidedly rejected by G.W.F. Hegel and the monadism of Rudolf Hermann Lotz. Fechner's works continues to have an influence on modern science, inspiring continued exploration of human perceptual abilities by research such as John Kionderich, Farley Norman, David Heger, and others.